Any more questions for the panel?
Hi, Davis Angleton here. Actually, before I go on, let me adjust this microphone to a more professional position. When I'm doing that, the sound crew should probably fix the mid-range. It sounded a tad tinny and very under par. There we go. And there we go. Once again, I'm Davis Angleton, as many of you know, and those that don't, well, that's a very small Venn diagram. I directed the Beaufort, Wyoming award-winning short film Beaufort Nights. It was the #7 trending hashtag in the Beaufort, Wyoming location. You can add me on Instagram if you want, or on Tumblr, or on Snapchat. I'm on all of those things. You can talk to me after this question. But I'd like to point out what the panel said earlier about when you have a vision, when you have an idea. I agree with you. When you have that, you just have to hold on to it and keep going forward. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. It doesn't matter how hard it is. Once you have that and you know who you are and you know what you have to do and why you're doing what we all love doing and why I got into this and why I'm doing this right now, why I'm talking to you all. Once you know all of that, you're unstoppable. Just remember that. Everyone here needs to remember that. And I'd like to thank the panel for telling me what I already knew and for reminding me that I'm on the right path and this is where I need to be. Frankly, I'm not sure why I'm not up there with you on the panel. I'm guessing that's an oversight or a scheduling conflict or something, but...
What is your question?
Yes, how did you select this panel and why am I not on said panel?
What gives some people vastly unmerited confidence? And conversely, why do so many gifted people have so little belief in their abilities? I'm Elda Goldfarb, neuroscientist at Stanford University.
And I'm Jeet Kreminsky, head of behavioral psychology at Stanford. We've devoted 10 years of research to these questions. We're here today because we figured out what causes unmerited overconfidence, how to fix it, and how to help people who deserve to feel more confident.
But we need your help to continue.
In the 1970s, neuroscientist Stephen Curtuzzo conducted an experiment at Dancing Daffodils Daycare Center. Intending to study what factors contributed to collaboration, he put groups of children together and gave them building blocks. But Curtuzzo discovered something unexpected.
He saw several children with great skills who questioned their ability, while other children would be immensely proud of items they constructed very poorly.
Curtuzzo identified tremendous willful amplified talent syndrome.
You should really come see me perform sometime. I'm at Roughhouser's on Tuesday. You know, actually, I've been told I'm one of the better musicians to have played there. Santana played there. I don't know if you know him. Ugh, I love me goring. I spent 1 month in Bali, which is why I'm really able to just appreciate the flavor nuances, you know. I can handle the spice. Not like most white people. You know, I'm not your average Kupalaji. As the survivor of an intensely typical American nuclear family, I feel that I owe it to myself to step out of my comfort zone and order a flavor of kombucha that I've never had before.
For years, scientists thought twats was a state of mind, but Elda and I learned it's actually a part of the mind.
In fact, there's a specific area of the brain that contributes to confidence. In a person with regular confidence, the frontal lobe looks like this. The LaBeouf fractal takes up about 1/5 of the region. For a person who constantly questions themselves, this fractal is much smaller, taking up about 1/20 of the region. But for someone with unmerited high confidence, the fractal is swollen and takes up almost the entire area.
The swelling overlaps the area of the brain that allows for self-awareness, so the party believes in their abilities unquestioningly, dismissing any input or feedback that implies imperfection or the need for further effort.
Operating as a type of deflector shield, nothing is able to penetrate this area, and the person's confidence continues to increase until it actually physically hurts them to be anything but arrogant.
Hey, you didn't get my card. Thank you. That's my card. Open it. I didn't write origami folder because it's obvious. Great.
While this is clearly an issue for the individual, as well as those forced to deal with them, it's equally concerning and tragic that so many people with strong skills and abilities question themselves incessantly.
There are untold creative and talented people whose voice will never be heard, all from a lack of gumption.
And that's why we feel what we're doing is so essential.
Very essential. Twats have the confidence that would be enough for anywhere between 42 to 98 self-doubting people.
Once we drain the area, the overbearing individual has a clear view of their abilities and is tolerable to be around.
We can then siphon the fluid and distribute it to needy individuals with actual talent.
Unfortunately, most of our funding was spent studying the twats, each of whom took at least 8 hours, as we couldn't get them to stop talking about themselves or leave.
We're eager and maybe even a little desperate to continue with this project.
Please help us.
Please, please help us.
I feel more than the average person. Like right now, I can feel that you're attracted to me.